was my first and last mistake. I'm blue without your face. But what can I do? 'Cause I'm just a sinking ship, and you're just a pair of lips that I've lost in the moment. All I want is for you to come back. Now I'm caught in the middle of life, and I need you to survive. Whoa, I need you to survive. 'Cause without you by my side, I can't survive. I need you to survive. 'Cause without you by my side, I can't survive.
I found a picture we took many years ago, when I said to you we would never grow old. Messages I've saved that I never send, 'cause I don't know you, but I used to back then. I remember that I was drunk out my mind when we kissed for the first time. In the back of your car we passed out counting stars. Promised all these years we'd pack our things and disappear. I never thought I would see you here after all this time. Found yourself away out of this small town. Got a place at school you didn't hang around. Every day you're far away, these streets don't feel the same. Everywhere is painted with your name. I remember that I was drunk out my mind when we kissed for the first time. In the back of your car we passed out counting stars. Promised all these years we'd pack our things and disappear. I never thought I would see you here after all this time. I remember that I was drunk out my mind when we kissed for the first time. In the back of your car we passed out counting stars. Promised all these years we'd pack our things and disappear. I never thought I would see you here.
Well, hello everyone. How you doing? How you doing? It is October 4th, 2024, 10:12 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. Late night. There's Grace. How are you, sweeties? How's everything going? Hope everything is well. Hey guys. I was just telling people to keep you in our prayer in their prayers. Grace. Um yes, you're with us. You're with us. It's good. I'm so glad you're here. Um so I want to it's kind of going to be a pretty chill stream. Uh Thank you, Jana. Thank you so much. Good place to buy maternity pants. I don't know. I don't know. Um, I always, I didn't want stretch marks, so um, I don't know. Couldn't tell you. I really don't know. Uh, oh, Mary. Yes, congratulations, congratulations. Uh, Probably Amazon. Amazon, thrift stores, sure. All of that. Okay. Someone sent this video to me earlier, and I want to hear what you guys think of this. I want to hear your opinions on this. Oh, it's your daughter. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Kohl's might have some. I think Kohl's has like a maternity section. Let me know what you think about this. I'm gonna make myself smaller. Listen to this.
Watch the movement by the tail light. Watch the movement. Don't it look like two people right there? Someone is standing there for sure. And I think that's what's blocking off some of the tail light. There's somebody standing back there. Look at that. Perfect headshot right there. Head and an arm. Look at that.
It's really bizarre, as it's like their heads are lit up. What do y'all think about that? It was on TikTok. She comes in our chat a lot. She just renamed her channel. If
Watch
SL's in
the
here, SL
movement
knows.
by the tail light. Watch the movement. Don't it look like two people right there? Someone is standing there for sure. And I think that's what's blocking off some of the tail light. There's somebody standing back there. Look at that. Perfect head
Now, this I see. This I don't.
shot right there. Head and an arm. Look at that. Watch the movement by the tail light. Watch the movement.
Looks like
Don't it look
aliens.
like two people right there?
Could be Mary.
Someone is standing there for sure. And I think that's what's blocking off some of the tail light. There's somebody standing back there. Look at that. Perfect headshot right there. Head and an arm. Look at that.
It's like they're behind the car.
Is standing there for sure. And I think that's what's blocking off some of the tail light. There's somebody standing back there. Look at that.
It's moving.
Perfect headshot right there. Head and an arm.
Are they saying this is the head and this is an arm? Is that what they mean?
Look at
Oh, I see. Hold on.
that. Light. And I think that's what's blocking off some of the tail light. There's somebody standing back there. Look at that.
Is that like a head and an arm? Is that what they mean? I only see one figure. Did a light coming towards the back of the car. I have not got to see the mob crew in ages. I've been so busy. Maybe we should play the arrow points to the head.
Watch the
Let's
movement.
see.
Watch the movement. Don't it look like two people right there? Someone is standing there for sure. And I think that's what's blocking off some of the tail light. There's somebody standing back there. Look at that. Perfect headshot right there. Head and an arm. Look at that.
I mean, looking towards the right. See the peach area, the forehead. I think we're looking at the right side of a figure with it facing.
Look at that. Perfect head.
Let's see here.
Some of the tail light.
They've got to have something like on their head as a light. If that is someone. Now, you can see that would be a head, and it looks like a shoulder or an arm right there where you can see the bend. Now, we know based upon people we've spoken to that, and Bobby says this as well, that these people go and they're doing something around the car. Can't make out a thing. I can see the silhouette. It's reflecting from the lights. He's behind the trunk. What is this that pops out right there? You see that?
Somebody stand tail light. Off tail light. Block tail.
Look at this. Watch this.
Some of the blocking off light. Off some of the tail light.
Watch. You're looking like right here. You can see their arm, or it's someone's arm or someone's head. You see that? It's like that's what I don't understand is like See that? I'm like going back and forth. Hmm. Maybe I'll go to. Maybe I
There's
should go
somebody
to the
standing back there. Look at that. Perfect.
mob crew. And let's see here. Mob crew. What's mob been up to? New discovery and footage. Okay, I'm gonna put mob crew in. His link will be in the description. Bear with me 1 second. So I put his link in the description. Oops. Guys, do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button. Greatly appreciate it. Contrast it, Justin, and maybe I'll do that. Yeah. I'll tell you what. Let me screenshot this or screen record. That's what I'll do. Here we go.
Watch the movement by the tail light. Watch the movement. Don't it look like two people right there? Someone is standing there for sure. And I think that's what's blocking off some of the tail light. There's somebody standing back there. Look at that. Perfect headshot right there. Head and an arm. Look at that.
Okay. All right. Let's go to Canva. Let's go to video. Video. We'll download this. See if we can get some more photos of it. Some different looks of it. Take y'all over here. Hey, troopers, reality. Elisa, where have you been? I've not seen you. Hello? Okay.
The movement by the tail light.
1 second. Let's see if
Watch
we
the
can
movement.
do.
Don't it look like two people right there? Someone is standing there for sure. And I think that's what's blocking off some of the tail light. There's somebody standing back there. Look at that. Perfect headshot right there. Head and an arm. Look at that.
Let me cut the back of this off right here. So cut. Ooh, what was that? All right. Here we go. Oh, what's this? Highlights. What's highlights? Oh. Let's see. I don't really understand this
Watch the
part.
movement.
You
Don't
can
it
you
look
can
like
tell
two
it's like
people right
someone
there? Someone.
right there. Damn, why does it keep going back there? Okay. I think it was maybe right.
Someone is standing there for sure. And I think
Why does it keep hold on.
watch the movement by the tail light. Watch the movement. Don't it look like two people right there? Someone is standing there for sure. And I think that's what's blocking off some of the tail light. There's somebody standing back there. Look at that. Perfect headshot right there. Head and an arm. Look at that.
Hmm.
Watch the movement by the tail light. Watch the movement. Don't it look like two people right there? Someone is standing there for sure. Don't it look like two people right there? Someone is standing there for sure. And I think that's what's blocking off some of the tail light.
Hmm.
There's somebody standing back there. Look at that. Perfect headlight.
See how that I don't know if that's just a see watch this.
There's blocking off some of the tail light.
Like I can see a shoulder right there. Where is it?
Someone is standing there for sure. And I think that's what's blocking off some of the tail light. There's somebody standing back there. Look at that. Perfect headshot right there. Head and an arm.
This happened very quickly. This is on she might be in here now. I don't know. She just changed her screen name. It is Cognizance Crime by Nix. Niks. Let me share her link here in chat so y'all can view it yourself. Here it is, right there. There you go. I just shared that. All right, let's go to our friend over the mob crew. I have not been able to see anything of his lately. Let's see here. All right, what is I want to see what he has been seeing. Okay, here we go. Critics to the mob crew.
I never thought that the shirt I wore.
Oh, hold on, let me take the commercials off. Let me go to my switch my account. Okay, here we go. Let's see what he's saying here. Credit goes to the mob crew. Let me put his link is provided in the description. I like the mob crew. He's pretty chill. Doesn't get into the weeds, the BS.
Source, because again, every time you download something and then you put it into your movie maker and then you upload it, a lot of times you can lose the quality, and then somebody takes that from that video.
And we need all the quality we can get because it's already a lack of quality, right?
And then rinse and repeat, and slowly the quality gets degraded. So I was able to actually get slightly better quality. Again, it doesn't show much more, but there are some things that have caught my attention that I find very interesting, and I kind of think it throws everything for a loop, and I'll explain why here in just a minute. I know Queen of Hassan, I know you had questions about, has people looked at footage beyond which the neighborhood, like traffic cams or stores.
Okay, I see this.
Outside that, and which is a great idea.
All right, let's get to the
day
point.
of. We can then use a Google Street image and line up approximately where that truck was parked. Notice we add the red line and look at where it takes us. There is a house exactly across the street. This house is next to the Rogers residence. This home has its garage facing towards the camera. It also has 3 garage doors on it. Guess what? That's right, it has floodlights above each garage door. So here, I am taking a street Google view of the direction of the camera and then adding the security footage overlaid into the Google image. And notice how the floodlights do line up with the image. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and skip this forward a little bit. Keep in mind, there's always people that come in and see this for the first time. So I always kind of try to pay the beginning to kind of just, for those that may have that are seeing it for the first time, understand how with this person. Between object 1, we noticed that the light disappears right behind the gazebo between the 2 homes. As we continue to watch, notice that it seems like subject 1 is waiting for subject 2 to get closer, as if guiding this person to a car waiting nearby. Noticed as we wait for subject 2 to reappear, we see that subject 1 now moves behind the home to the right, and we cannot see them anymore. Then we see subject 2 reappear to the right of the gazebo. Noticed as subject 2 moves to the right, there are trees, and the light shimmers as it moves closer to the home on the right. And keep in mind, I always say this, and it seems like there has been some people have made some videos, and I guess I should be careful what I say, but I don't know if they're trying to attack, what I'm doing, but
to be honest with you, I haven't got to see many of them, Bushi, to be honest with you. I got to see the ones when they first happened.
But I think they keep forgetting that I say that, even though what I'm overlaying that I would love to put on a shirt, but we're going to play him, and then I'm going to start explaining the old footage and start showing you the slightly better footage that I was able to download.
As the parents
I want to
continue to fully cooperate, any evidence of foul play.
We have not cleared anyone, but we have.
I thought that was interesting how he says we have not cleared anyone first. And then he looks sideways. But what just says?
We have not cleared anyone.
See how his eyes went to the side?
Evidence of foul play.
We have not cleared anyone, but we have absolutely no evidence to support foul play.
I personally, he wants to get that, but he says we have absolutely no evidence of foul play. he wants to hammer that.
Asked about exclusive homes to suspicious light sources, which we've
Thank you,
circled
Dreamer.
here in an area behind the teen's home. Since we first aired the video last month, authorities have said
No evidentiary value?
It is of no evidentiary value.
Can you tell me what those lights are?
No,
Why?
because the investigation remains ongoing.
And so
He doesn't say. It's nothing that. Mhm. He doesn't say, well, it's nothing related to the case. He just says, we don't
could
know what
play
we
a
don't
role
know.
down the road depending on developments?
We don't know what we don't know. So yes, it could play a role.
so many are, of course,
So yes, it could play a role. So yes, it could play a role.
So I had to reinforce that because it's to hear from him. It really, to me, it raises red flags. Why?
What is interesting to me is what Nick says at when this video came out. He says that how did he put it? Sources close to the case tell me that the mere fact that there are people outside the home is significant.
Hey, this guy has not, given an update. I mean, you got to know. I'm sure they know because I'm sure they're getting tips, like crazy all the time. They're probably the same tips over and over. But yet there's no update, and I just think that's really odd.
So
Red
yes,
flags
it could play a role.
in my opinion. And this is one thing I noticed, and then we're gonna get to the newer footage here. But I was kind of keeping a track of Nick Barris from day one.
Yes, and this right here says Sunday. Please focus on the time frame from Sunday afternoon through Monday morning. We believe the smallest detail could be the key to locating Sebastian. Suddenly, Sunday afternoon? Wonder who was there Sunday afternoon? What would Sunday afternoon have to do with anything for a boy that just spontaneously, randomly walks out on his own? Come on. Dun, dun, dun. Wait, I think I've got that one. Well, I got it low. There we go. There we go. I believe so, Carol. I believe so. And that's the one of the, not the one, but that's one question he doesn't want to answer. That's one question he doesn't want to answer. Any days where, notice how he doesn't want to answer any day that could place him in the Hendersonville area. Isn't that precious? Isn't that precious? Like church, what is it? Church lady says, isn't that special? Isn't that special? He doesn't want to speak. Yes, Grace, they absolutely are. They're very professional. Can't tell ya whenever after the 5th. Can't tell you about the weekend. Law enforcement has dictated. Because you're a dictator. Because you're dick and you look like a tater.
One that Sebastian Rogers went missing, and he would do like updates on his Facebook page, and they kind of looked like this, you know, and whatever he had learned that day. And I think this was about, I want to say about a week after, somewhere in that time frame after Sebastian went missing. And I thought it was really interesting that he put this in there. He says, please focus on a time frame, and this is in regards to anybody that has security, trail cameras, the neighborhood, or trail cameras outside. And they're looking at a time frame between Sunday afternoon,
that's right, Jelly,
through Monday morning. So not, you know, Sunday night to say Tuesday morning, or Monday night, or I guess would be, you know, a 24-hour period. It's kind of like when he was last known to be alive, you know, last proof of life, where somebody else had seen him besides the parents, then to Monday morning, which is an interesting time frame. This is the order and things allegedly. Okay, let me get to chat. So I'm just going to play this for a second, and then we're going to get to the new footage. So I'm just going to play this so I can read chat. Happened on the early morning of the 26th at around 3 a.m. So Caitlin says, Chris, how light can a video go when it's in dark, complete darkness? It's too bad we don't have technology that can be done to make it in broad daylight. So basically what Caitlin's saying is, you know, with the footage, obviously it's dark, you know, it's too bad we can't brighten it up and, you know, bam, everything, you know, appears. The ASI thing, you know, the TV show of what persons would have exited the car. If it was an inside job, then perhaps one person got out while the driver stayed in the car. Oh. We got a new member. Thank you so much. I hope you guys so much do spend a lot of time on this footage, and we've got a lot of results. Okay, let's skip forward and we'll come back to this other stuff, but I'm sure you guys want to see what I've been talking about, so let me skip it and we'll come back to this other stuff. Okay.
All right.
So let's just kind of put everything together, right?
I want to make this me smaller.
So the footage itself obviously comes from the home that's sitting there on the corner. And then they had, when Sebastian went missing, they originally tried to look through it, but they didn't see anything originally. So they sent it to a friend or a family member. I forget which one. And I'm not sure how much, you know, was it a 24-hour time frame? Did they send 8 hours, 4 hours, whatever? Not sure. But clearly, they had given him something that was allegedly around 3 a.m. And they had noticed, you know, some lights moving. And then I think they got in contact with Nick Barris. And then I believe he came over and, not to the homeowners, but the people that the footage was sent to.
Yeah, the friend. This is the friend that I was talking about.
And then, of course, we have the Nick Bears footage. And then I'm assuming that same person then would upload 3 more videos where, you know, one shows this, which looks like a car turning on their lights. And then another one where it appears somebody is walking back towards, you know, the Proudfoot's home. Allegedly, of course. But this is where it gets interesting. So we have Nick Barris's video, which is a little over a minute long. We have 2 subjects moving. Let me move this over a little bit. There we go.
They need to give this case completely up to the FBI.
Here.
Completely.
So we have obviously subject 1, subject 2. Subject 1 disappears pretty early on. Oops. There we go. And then subject 2 reappears. We believe, just kind of based on where that's located, it would be around the ditch in between the 2 yards. And for some reason, they are heading towards possibly between the homes or in front of the home. And then the video ends. Then we have, this is where it gets interesting.
Yes, Beth.
So these are the original ones from the Facebook. So when I first did this, I took the ones from Bed Crime Stories. So, and although the quality was okay, there was a little bit of quality that had been lost, obviously, because she probably downloaded it and then used a movie maker and then uploaded it.
Yeah,
And
we've
then, of
all
course,
done it in negative lighting.
And then if somebody else takes it, you're going to lose a little bit of quality. So I was able to now find the originals through Facebook. Now, these aren't the original, obviously, but
I think if they don't come out and give us a update of something in the next month or so, we need to demand, like Seth, even the PFs, in my opinion, need to demand, like, that it go to the FBI. Like, don't they want it solved?
It does show me some new stuff. So here it is without it zoomed in or anything. I'm just going to play
the
it.
PFs
Of course, it's
brag on
really
them.
quick. Oh, actually, I do zoom in on this one. This one's interesting because this one actually shows the Nick Barris video, but it's kind of like the second half of the Nick Barris. So this would have been subject 2. So let me just go back here. But this is what's interesting.
I've got
so
this
as you
one
know, subject
really
1 had moved out of frame. Then we have subject 2 that kind of allegedly comes out of the ditch and then moves over. And then the video just ends. So it's not very big. Then we have video 2, which obviously is probably one of the biggest ones because it's the one that shows the car turning on.
Yes. Okay, let's look at this.
And that's this one here. And you can tell it's just slightly better quality because the ones that I was working with before, you can actually see like different little dots around this. You can tell the quality is just slightly better, not much.
There is one that's a slightly better quality. It's harder to find that one. I have it somewhere.
I don't think it's going to be something that's going to solve the case, but it is going to help answer some questions. And there's one big glaring thing that I noticed with this footage that like kind of flips everything.
Yeah, it was still dark whenever KK woke up. It's remember, it's the end of February.
On its head.
Oh, thank you, Miss Q.
Oh, yeah. For those that don't know, Nick Barris is a reporter, local reporter out there.
We could always see this right here. You could see it.
So that's why I always kind of show everything for the coming in, maybe newer to the case, or
let's get to the point.
We may have seen it back, but there's quickly, if you slow it down, not only does a subject will go back, but there's actually a subject that pops up right here at the very end of the video. Very interesting.
I'll show you guys. I zoomed the hell in on those lights. I'll show it to you in a second.
Right there. Notice. And I know if you're on the phone, and I'm going to blow everything up, but at the end of video 3, you see this light. After
Vic, I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry, my friend. Where's Vic at now? Where'd he go? Vic is always so sweet. All of y'all are so sweet.
After whatever, assuming allegedly this is a person going back
No.
to possibly the Proudfoot.
Only mods can put links or addresses in chat. It won't do it otherwise. You can email me. For the link.
It's home. Okay, so then I wanted to figure out and make sure that these two videos, video 1 and the Nick Barris video, were the same, because at first I couldn't
agree.
get them to line up properly, if that makes sense. And so I was kind of wondering, are we actually working with 4 videos? If that makes sense. Like Nick Barris is one time frame, video 1 is a different time frame, but I was able to actually put those two together. So video 1 is the Nick Barris video, but it's just shortened and only shows subject to.
It's so hard when you're job for over 30 years and have to keep your mouth shut about what's going on in the system. I couldn't wait to retire. We had 2 judges that weren't crooks.
When it reappears after what I believe to be the ditch. But this is when things get interesting. Because it's quite possible that the car may actually be even sitting there. I'm not sure, but it's possible the car could be sitting here.
What does he mean by sitting here? Sitting here where?
Or if it isn't, it's just about to turn onto Stafford. So what's interesting is, and I apologize if you're on your phone, as video 1 ends, then this is the Nick Barris video, just shortened, where subject 2 starts to go this way. This is where it kind of stops in the
Tashi, 100%. Yes, this is 100%.
Original with Nick Barris, the longer extended version. This subject, kind of stalls there for a minute and then continues on for a bit, and then it appears like they disappear. But this is where it gets a little interesting. So notice, this is video 2. This is where the car lights are going to turn on, right? And I'll zoom in here in just a minute. But notice, there's that light. Now, originally, I thought this light was a floodlight to one of the homes.
Yeah, I know that there's a car there, but the way he pointed, it looked like it was like further. I don't know. It may have not.
But now I'm almost 99% sure that is not from the home. That is actually from one of the subjects, and they're standing there. This is where it gets, like I said, it flips everything on its head. Because that light was stationary, so I thought, oh, okay, that's got to be like a floodlight then, because it does not move.
No, that's a flashlight or some sort of light. It absolutely is.
So here's, the unknown vehicle, which we're still working on. But now this is very interesting because I am 90% sure that this is a person right here.
Yes.
With a flashlight pointed towards the car.
Uh-huh.
And here is where, let me see if I can blow this up a little bit for you guys. I do zoom in. Actually, you know what? I better not play with it. I know I zoom in after this. So I put video 1 and 2 together real quick. And then this will all kind of make sense in a minute. But notice the direction that they're going, right? All right, I'll read chat here in just a second. I just want to show you guys what just really shocked me, because you can see this light much better in this new footage here. And I wouldn't say new footage, but obviously getting it from the original.
I think you're right, troopers. I'm checking now just to make sure.
Let's see. Okay, there's that one.
Kelsey, they have the full 4 or 5 minute video.
I hope I got it. Okay, I know I did this one. Okay, this is video 3, right? This is the one where the person allegedly goes back, and then at the very end, there is a light that lights up.
Uh-huh.
And it's so interesting because it is almost in the same exact spot, there it is, as in video 2 where the car is shown. And I'll overlay them here. I wish I had more time. Like I said, I got this footage today, and oh my gosh, I'm gonna be working on it all night and tomorrow. But
okay, now we don't, I mean, other than people telling us, we don't see the car go up and turn around, right? This is what we've been told.
I could not believe where this light is illuminating. So here's me overlaying.
Hey, muscles.
So this is where the car turns on. And then on the right side is at the end of video 3, where after allegedly the person jumps over the ditch. Look at the spacing of the lights. And notice this thing right here, which I'm assuming is some kind of floodlight, maybe to the home that is on the corner across the street.
Mm-hmm.
But look at the spacing. I know it's kind of terrible quality right here, but just look at the spacing between these two. And it's just so weird that there's somebody there at the end.
I'm going to show y'all mine in a second. I got it
Allegedly
really...
after the car has gone, unless the car has like turned off their lights again, but it is so weird that they are almost in the exact same position with their lights on. Yeah, do you think you're carrying them? I don't know. That's tough to say. But I found that interesting, and I'm pretty sure that this is a person, because if you look at the size, man, I thought I did an overlay with the 2. Sorry guys, I'll put this all together here in a second, but oh, did I not overlay the 2 videos? There was so much that I was looking into.
All right.
But yeah, again, like I said,
we're going to come back to this. He thinks someone was creeping. What do you mean creeping? Oh, just like watching? I don't think. Let's see here. Whoever released the car video saying it went up and turned around. Whatever released the car turning around. Well, so I don't know if that lady the friend has the entire video, the whole 5 minutes. They were trying to figure this out together, was what it was. Oh hell, why is this so small? Hold on. Like these are the lights that's that's not the one I wanted. 1 second. This one is the lights like really up close. Let me get can see the way it's like they stop there. Let me find the other one.
And they are stationary. They do not move. Now, if you pay attention,
This is the one where you see him
I
walking.
located by using their video.
Let's. Shit, the quality on that one's crap. What did I do with it? 20. Okay, here. Look at this light up here. Right in the corner. Or not in the corner, like right here where my mouse is. They're not moving too quick. They stop right there. Or the light goes out one. Let me just go through all of them, I guess. Maybe this is it. Okay, here we go. Right here. There's this. And then there's another light over there. Unless this is, it's hard to tell whether that light is this one yet? Someone. What, Nicole? Brandy Gray's got the best one I've seen so far, by far. By far. Pull Brandy's. She's got the best one by far, because you can actually, which I've got the outline of the people as well. Credit goes to Brandy Gray.
The home surveillance that is looking at Sebastian Rogers' home. I am about to show you what I have found. We are going to enlarge and slow down this video. Sit back and watch. It will surprise you. These big lights could be a garbage truck. I'm not sure, but I think that they are lights on one of the houses, and I believe they are on the Proudfoot's home, and they are stationary. They do not move. Now, if you pay attention to the rest of the screen, the other two sources of light that you are going to see moving across the screen. I will enlarge it. I'll slow it down some, but I will point it out to you in just a minute that these are people. That is two people with some kind of light source. Could be a cell phone, could be a flashlight. I don't know, but it is two people with a light source. And they are walking back towards those big lights, which are right at the Proudfoot's home. J for Justice showed us where those lights are located by using Nick Barris's video and putting a light filter over it.
Watch this.
You can go to her channel to see that. But if you pay close attention here and watch as
there's a person right here.
the light moves across the screen.
It's moving across. It's
When
gonna
it reaches to the top of the screen, if you watch in front
She
of those
relapsed
big
it.
lights, right here in a second, it's about to walk in front of those big lights, and you will then
See this?
be able.
Watch where that arrow is.
In a second, it's about to walk in front of those big lights, and you will then
You're gonna see it move across, and
be able to see that it is a person. You can actually tell it's a person even before then, about midway to.
see this. You finally see it. There you go. You can clearly see it's a person moving.
the lights.
And you can see the head. You can see.
But watch closely, and you're going to see this person walk in front of those big lights right there. Right there. You see?
There you go. They move right there. They go in the direction of the light.
Pause it. If you need to, you can enlarge your screen and take a look at it. Even slow it down on your end and take a look.
Oh, no, you can see there's two people here.
And take a look at it. Even slow it down on your end.
See right here. See? There's one person there. There is, you can tell by the way, that they're moving there.
And take a look at it. Look right now. There it goes.
See?
It's about to cross and okay. Here I'm bringing it to you. There it goes. Your end and take a look at it. Look right now. There it
You
goes.
can just tell the way that
It's about to cross and okay. Here
you can see.
I'm bringing it to you. watch. That is a person right now standing in front of that light source.
You can clearly
I have inserted a
right here and right here. You can tell by the way the light changes. Yeah. Where is he? Exactly. Where is he? Well, I believe that the two of these know. The whole one. Yeah. Yeah.
enlarged still shot of the video where you can actually see that that is a person standing about midway of the
Show you
screen right now.
what I got here.
And I understand that we've been told it's a garbage truck. We've been told it's not relevant, amongst other things. But what I'm telling you is that video doesn't lie. I do
You did a
have
very good job
a
at it. I
pretty
mean,
good background in
very, very good
video
job at it.
and skills with it. And that is two people with some kind of a light source, and they are walking back.
All right, now look at this. Let me show you this. Here's some screenshots that I got from it. You can clearly see a head. You can see an arm, and you can actually see the legs. You can see the other person farther out right here. Right there. Here's another one. They are pushing something, but I'm telling you, when at the one I'm done, we're trying to. What they can. Well, I believe that. Do you suppose Chris and Katie allowed themselves to gain? I just think it's probably from the drinky drink, in my opinion. See, don't look at this. Don't look at this right here. But I kind of did a really outline there. But let me just show you. Someone was trying to say it's that. There's some more outlines. It's hold on one second. It's not the one I wanted to show you. All right, here you go. I did it with like a negative, sort of like a negative. You can see very clearly. You can see the neck, the shoulders, the curve of the neck. Their head is turned. You can see the neck very clearly. You can also see this hand extremely clearly. The hand, how it's the thumb. You can see the finger, the index finger right there. And it's kind of like this. I guess you would say like that. You know, when you're walking. Let me find it. Okay. It's interesting how like this up here is darker. I don't know if something's around it, if that's where the light is coming from. But different filters so you can see that hand so good. You can see the leg. Very good. Drives me nuts. Drives me nuts. You can see the split in between the leg. I don't know, Karen. One person is usually, well, the what do you think it is? Opinionated. Because I can tell you that there is, I promise you, at least 2 people. Promise. Because the people that has it and has seen it, people clearly went up and was doing something around a car, and one ran back, which we see the person running. I mean, you can see the light running back. And the other one in the black and white photo, they are way farther up. They are way farther up, going toward the light. Enjoy life. That's what, I don't know. It's I think that's where some of the light is coming from. Remember, this is like the X-ray photo. Let me see. See here. I wonder if I can try something here. Take a screenshot of this. You lose the quality, that's the problem. Uh-oh, where'd it go? Where did it go? Oh, I think I added it before. Supposed to, maybe. Is it updated yet? Let's see. No. Let's see. See, it gets too many lines in it. That's the problem. Gotta smooth it out. Tugs on heartstrings. Justin, read my comment. Justin, look up Brink's uniform blue pants compared to the yellow filter leg. See, I mean, the thing with like the Brinks and stuff is it was Sunday. She wasn't working. You know what I mean? Anyone know what boat Katie was assigned last? You can email me. Is he on her? No, I don't believe. Personally, I think that. I mean, we don't know. Like, there's only a few different times, in my opinion, Sebastian could have been taken out. One is at before anywhere from, my opinion, from 8 to 10. And the second one would be 3 a.m. and the other one would be 6 a.m. Somewhere around there. I've got a program on my phone that's really good, but obviously I can't show it to you from here. It's interesting to play with these. I don't know which one's the best. Something is clearly. See, Elise, I want to know more about that. You know what I mean? Like, and they said they are Morky Bites. Morky Bites my ass. Thank you, troopers. It drives me nuts. It drives me nuts. This case. We need to find out if C would. Brandy, there's a lot of. Let me see. How can I word this? There's a lot that predicaments that he has allegedly gotten himself in. Do you know if behind CPKP had a camera as they're concerned or concentrated on the backyard? So they say that there is Chris says that there's a camera in the backyard, not theirs, but from a neighbor. But how good that could see so far away. I don't know if that White House has a camera on it from behind there. Find Summer's Truth. Well, there how can I word it? There's reasons why he moved, in my opinion, and allegedly, from California to Tennessee with Nina, and there was things allegedly going on. Could see I don't think so, Teresa. I don't think so. Were you there? The day that she called the mail and asked him when the polar game was over? Chris says a lot of things, but oh yeah, he says a lot of things. A lot of things. I will say that there are people from his like, I have to watch how I say it because I don't want them to know who it is. I guess we'll say from before Katie. Well, no, it's not from before Katie. It's from before they were together. Well, before they were together, letting the world know that they were together. And they say that he's pre-marriage. Maybe that's it. Yes, pre-marriage. That he has always, in their opinion, been a jerk. A real jerk. And I think that they're, in my opinion, I don't even think we know the half. I don't even think we know half of it, in my opinion. I think there are a bunch out there. A bunch of things out there. Oh, let me show you this. Speaking of that, let me find this. Bear with me 1 second. What's that? See, at least Okay, so my daughter died in November 2012 after being. My daughter was kidnapped and raped. They are still investigating and no new updates. I say BS. Okay. So sorry to hear that. All right, let me show you this, which I thought was interesting. This is. I was wondering where this came from. And I guess there is a CHRS P-foot twin. And it says, oops, where to go? You should speak to our step cousins. Foot, I'll just say Foot, SA them when they were minors. Mommy stepped in and fixed all of this. Mommy has fixed a lot over the years. So I guess that's where that came from. Sebastian was 5'5". Beth, I think I mean there's people working in the area. I'll say that. It is illegal and unlawful to access a computer stem from the background. Yes, it is. That is for sure. Hello, guidance. There was lots of that, I hear. Lots of that one. I mean, good for you. I'm glad you got some sleep. The Bowers said Brownfoots just couldn't leave Sebastian alone. It's really sad. Hey, Maurice. She was asked to do that today. So I guess he's the. Oh, there we go. There we. Speaking of, been trying to tell you all. Go ask her stepsister and cousin. Would you like to email me? You can email me from a Proton account. That way I can't look you up or anything like that. You can remain anonymous. Even employees can't even look up Proton accounts. Just an FYI. One second. Because I didn't know where that was, but you're welcome to email me if you. I never, ever reveal my sources, ever. I can't with the big Ed pick. I mean, if they want to call in, I doubt it. It's probably maybe someone that knows this person and they just don't want it out there. It could be. It could be. I mean, they're going to have to. They can tell me, but I verify. I verify. It's actually hold on, let me see if the screen name is different. 1 second. Mods, go to that account. Go to that. I'll tell you if it's a troll or not, if it's a real one. Go to that not troll account. Go to that account right there and go to channel and go to who it's at. It'll say at below their profile. Let me find it. It was the Chris Proudfoot twin. Right here. It's on up right here. That one right there. Says at Chris Proudfoot twin Justin. That's him. That's him. That's the right one. Yep. That's the real one. Sorry, I was gone. That's okay. No worries. That's the real one. Check my email. You can email me. Hold on. Someone just sent me something. I thought this was a good clip, Justin. Okay. The hands video, I have headphones on. Katie said 1:50:42. He went to bed at midnight. No, she said she went to bed at midnight. I'm pretty sure. Listen, I do protect my sources. Anyone will tell you that. I don't even tell my closest confidants on that, because all I've got is okay. I want to see what they said about. Are they looking at my? He went to bed at midnight. Katie used the word he went to bed. Sharon emailed me this 1 hour ago. I don't know what you mean, Sharon. He went to bed at midnight. Oops, sorry, wrong one. Find this. She said did she say he went to bed at midnight?
Most part is happy. He likes to laugh. He fidgets. I can't where. What about for you?
It's rough. I mean, we're on day 11, no answers. And the horrible things that people say just keep rolling in, regardless of taking time to consider the facts and, assumptions.
He drives me bananas.
Or hopefully he walks.
I would give anything.
And what's Sebastian like? What's his
thing? And then his Legos. I don't know how helpful to finding, but
for 11 days?
Every day is we're out for nonsense. I mean, I never experienced sheer panic in the way that I did. And basically for every minute since.
You think?
That not knowing where your child is a pain that I've never.
Thank you, Whispering.
I've never known pain like this before.
Thank you, Eileen. That is for
And
sure.
walk me through the events that happened, you know, from Sunday leading up to Monday when you didn't see him that morning.
Sunday, we were out and about. We had a really good day. We were out doing our thing, running around. You know, we had dinner that evening. And when we came home, we had a pretty good evening together as well. He was playing right up until bedtime, and then some. I let him stay up a little late.
She said,
and when I told him to go to bed, you know, he's like, "I love you, Mom. I love you, puppies."
He went to bed.
And I went to bed around midnight.
Hold on. Did she say he went to bed or she went to bed?
Around midnight. And I went to bed around midnight.
No, she said I went to bed around midnight. People email me stuff all the time, and they don't hear it correctly. And I sometimes, you know, because I don't hear everything right all the time either. And so I have to go back to check to make sure I didn't hear it wrong or if they heard it wrong. She said, I went to bed about midnight. Not he went to bed about midnight.
Bedtime, and then some. I let him stay up a little late. And when I told him to go to bed, you know, he's like, "I love you, Mom. I love you, puppies." And he went to bed.
I agree, Royal.
And I went to bed around midnight. Everything seemed fine.
I went to bed around midnight.
And when I went to wake him up for school, that's when I couldn't find him. He wasn't in his room, and he wasn't in the house. And that's when I panicked.
And when you panicked, what did you do?
First thing I did was call my husband, and I said, "He's not here." My husband said, "What do you mean he's not here?" I said, "He's not in the house." And he said, you know, immediately just started, you know, "Did you check here? Did you check there? Did you?"
Such bullshit. I don't believe it. In my opinion, she said bed like 4 times. Been saying from start that something as many times as we've listened to these. You know, KP said she went to bed. Yeah, but a lot of people didn't hear him like I've heard him. Everything seemed fine. What an the odd way, in my opinion, to say about the last time he went to bed. I don't think it's an odd thing. Personally, I don't think it's an odd thing to say that. Because, you know, it was fine. But this, what blows my mind is hearing the first interview of Mr. Foote saying, or any of the family, they have cleared all of us of any wrongdoing or any of the family. And then you have this. You have sweet Trish up here from Web Sleuths. Love Trish. Always have. Always will. And they're being so nice to her. I mean, she's being so nice to them. They're all. And then when Mr. Rogers says something about Mimi, he includes his whole family and stepdad. Yes, or any of the family. First interview. And this is the first interview. This is the day that they pull back searches and say they are doing the investigative approach.
About this.
Okay.
Hold on.
For Sebastian on Sunday when he went and did all of these things, and it sounds like he was gone from home for a while. If this wasn't a normal day for him, would this have been an overstimulating day for him? Is this something normal? Does he normally go to BJ's and bowling and all of these things on a weekend? Or was this kind of like a special thing? And if it was a special thing, what caused it to be special? Was there an occasion?
Let me take this back.
Playing, if he's helped with outside work.
Down up here.
There's a question here in chat for you. What is the next step for the public? And Seth, what do you feel the final word should be? That Sebastian was, you will find your son.
Stop. Let me help you with something real quick. You want rumors to die? You want to stop with all? Real quick.
I wish I could. I wish I had that ability, but
Hold on, it might be back here.
Helping.
If it's not helping, then you shouldn't be talking about it on social media.
But
as a PI, you should have said, you know what, we're not going to answer that question. We're going to do that privately. That's where that should have
I did
went.
say that actually several times.
You did.
Listen to that recording later.
So let's move on to the next question.
I just got to say one thing. You want the public's help. You want them to be behind both of you.
Log?
And
we need them to find Sebastian.
Exactly. And it's a very good chance that somebody in the public will find
that's
him.
my biggest frustration is that we all collectively have to deal with all of this
Nashville.
instead of focusing on Sebastian.
Right. And it's a disadvantage to Sebastian. Really, it's sad because we're not any closer to finding him as long as we're all.
Does he normally go to BJ's and bowling?
I'm trying to find the place where he talks about.
That's the same statement law enforcement has made. That's the same statement I'm going to tell you every single day in and day out.
Katie gave my son to your mother and father. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that.
Here it is.
Say it one more time.
Do you not want to say that? But we can move on. So
No. I want to hear it.
He wants to hear it.
There's a rumor out there, Chris, that your mom and your dad have Sebastian. It's been brought up to me.
Seth, you know darn good and well, you got a question about my
I'm just
mother.
asking.
You pick up the
Did they
phone.
take him
and
somewhere
you call.
to like a boot camp or anything like that? And Katie just thought I wouldn't accept it.
Listen.
I don't think
Hold
Seth
on.
is being accusatory. I think he's just trying to clear up a bunch of BS that's been online.
Right, and I'm trying, and I'm telling you, If he's had this suspicion, he's got my mother's phone number. He can pick up the phone and call her. She is not afraid to
No,
answer any
Chris, I'm
questions.
asking you. I don't want to talk to your mom. I want to talk to you, and I want to talk to Katie.
Well, it's real simple, Seth.
To put it to the rest.
You have seen the video footage of Seth on Sunday. Don't tell me you hadn't. I know you have. You sat in the room with all the agents.
No, they didn't show me the video footage, buddy.
So you didn't see, you weren't sitting in a room with law enforcement, the district attorney, when they showed you a video, when you wanted proof of life, saying that you hadn't seen proof since Friday. When you've been at my house the first 3 damn days.
Chris, let Seth speak. Go ahead.
The person that has that footage recorded of the foot going crazy on them, they were terrified, scared, said Satan in his eyes.
Go ahead, Seth.
Chris, they showed me
Their opinion.
video proof of him coming out of Texas Roadhouse on Sunday.
On a Sunday night. You damn right.
Just
Yep.
Chris.
Seth,
let me tell you something. I have never seen a district attorney ever in something like that. With the TBI. Come on now.
I got a problem with you sitting here making these accusations. Because if you got a problem with them, guess what?
Let's squash it.
I think we're just trying to talk things out, and I don't even know if this should be public, honestly.
Same.
Okay, here's all the public knowledge you need on this deal. Law enforcement has talked to my parents, my whole family. Once again, the statement is true, what law enforcement says. Just because you hear a rumor doesn't make it true.
Chris,
I don't think he said it was true. I think he's just trying to clarify.
That's not clarifying. No, stop. No, stop sitting here trying to defend his actions. Stop.
Okay.
The fact is, Chris, is I'm trying to squash the rumor. We're both here. Squashing the rumor.
Seth, there is no rumor. You know my parents were not with Katie on Sunday.
You know my parents were not with Katie on Sunday. Okay. God, I would have loved to have been up there at that time. Was you, Mr. Foot, with him? Or any of the family?
That's all I'm doing, Chris.
No, you're causing a problem because you know damn good and well where my parents were at their house on Sunday night. They weren't near Katie. They weren't.
How would he know? How would Seth know where his parents are on Sunday night when Seth is at work?
Weren't near Sebastian. No, you're causing a problem because you know damn good and well where my parents were at their house on Sunday night. They weren't near Katie. They weren't near Sebastian. And if you got a problem, all you got to do is pick up the phone and call her. Be an adult. Be a responsible adult. And just call her.
Chris. Can you hear me, Chris?
Oh, I can hear you.
Because all I'm hearing is anger and attitude from you. What I'm trying
and you should, Seth. You should. Because what you're doing is bullshit and you know it.
Okay, stop. People are talking over each other.
Enough.
Seth, go, and then Chris, go. Please, Seth, and then Chris. Thank you.
Chris, a unified front squashes rumors together. That's all.
Thank you so much, dear Serenity. Thank you, my dear. Again, he dances around answering the actual question. Seth was not asking about Sunday night. He was asking about Sebastian vanished. That's exactly right. You know where my parents were Sunday night. Okay, what about Monday morning? What about early hours of Monday morning?
All I am stating.
Okay, Chris.
This is a rumor floating around, and I would like us to squash it.
Yeah, I think that is a great rumor to try to squash. That one's on Facebook, and the rumor is actually that about your mom, her car being parked at like Warsham's and him getting in.
Okay, so here's the
Exactly. How would he know? He was in Memphis, right?
answer. The final answer to
It's
this.
not just an online rumor because people have driven up to me and personally spoken about this.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, can I make the statement?
I wish
This is very simple. This conversation has nothing to do on social media. You want to have this conversation, Seth?
Oh.
You call me, you get Heather.
Now it has nothing to do with social media. This is where I'm going to get Heather or Bobby. Bobby and Carter. That's who it is. Bobby and Carter.
You get Chloe on the phone. Hell, I'll do you one better, and I will get Bobby and Carter on the phone, and we'll all sit down and have this little fucking powwow.
Oh, wow.
We're not going to have a powwow like that, but I would.
Well, then guess what?
The situation, and I would love for it to be private because I believe a lot of what is happening right now should not be public.
So explain to me why you don't want Bobby and Carter
on the phone.
I didn't say I didn't want Bobby and Carter involved. I said I was referring to your tone, which is very angry.
Oh, I'm very pissed.
I know that. I think we just all need to take a breath because no one is accusing anyone of anything. We are trying to dispel things because in turn, dispelling these things will take
so full of
some of the BS off of you.
Whoa. That was uncalled for. And Chris, I mean, I do understand your.
There should be no one more angry than Seth. And everyone up there is trying to conversate. And there's only one hysterical person up there. She said that was uncalled for.
Your anger, but I know these ladies. I don't know Seth. I just know what.
Well, Trish she's a person that's going to talk it out. She doesn't yell or anything, very much like I am. Let's talk it out. Let's figure it out. But when you have someone like that, who they have been trying to de-escalate for a long time at this point, and that hit the nerve.
I've seen, but these ladies are not full of shit.
I didn't say they're full of shit. I was referring to Seth being full of shit with his comments.
Well, that doesn't help matters.
No, it doesn't. So when you brought him on the show and he wants to start this shit, that isn't going to answer questions. It's going to spiral into the shit that's in. So we can set this shit aside and answer the questions that you got.
Okay. I would like to move on very quickly, but I will say the public opinion is not going to improve unless we can take a deep breath.
The irony is they're up there, trying to dispel rumors. And because they ask him a certain thing, he's like, this is going to downward spiral, and we'll get Carter and Bobby, and we'll have this little powwow. And then, does he think that the way he's behaving is not like spiraling when he's the only one screaming and cussing. I need anxiety meds listening to CP. Disturbing. I know. Me too. Me too.
That's exactly right.
And I
And-
know you are frustrated.
You have no idea what
I'm
I
not
am.
saying I know
You
how
don't.
frustrated you are, but I know you are frustrated. And I am not saying that's not valid, but this is not helping.
If it's not helping, then you shouldn't be talking about it on social media.
Party in the front.
As a PI, you should have said, you know what, we're not going to answer that question. We're going to do that privately. That's where that should
I
have
did
went.
say that actually several times.
You
And
did.
you can listen to that recording later.
So let's move on to the next question.
I just got to say one thing. You want
Yeah.
the public's help.
Very well said,
You
Trish.
want them to be behind both of you. And
we need them to find Sebastian.
exactly. And it's a very good chance that somebody in the public
And
will find
that's
him.
my biggest frustration
None,
is
Holly.
that we all collectively have to deal with all of this instead of focusing on Sebastian.
All right. And it's a disadvantage to Sebastian. Really, it's sad because we're not any closer to finding him as long as we're all arguing like this.
Yes, Miss
And mods in chat, you're removing these comments, I hope, because I've been removing some too. And we've got extra people, extra mods in chat. Anything rude that said, they're banned, they're gone. Okay. So we'll get them out there as quickly as possible.
I don't know how. I mean, honestly, it surprises me that someone that has had 5 marriages by the time they're 34, something like that, has had, different in-laws, different stepchildren, and ex-wife came out and told hers about the alleged physical things that went on that house, the things that he told Seth, that allegedly he would say that he wouldn't, if he told what happened to Sebastian, they might not search for him. Only in his world would he think of something like that, in my opinion. Like he's a victim in that, and he's a victim in this. And that happened allegedly under whose roof? If they knew what happened to Sebastian, they would not look for him. Yes. Now, think about that. Why would that make anyone stop looking for Sebastian? Yeah, that's what yes, allegedly told Seth, yes. Whose roof did this happen under? And Was no one watching? Do you think Chris... I don't know about the dogs, to be honest with you. It wouldn't surprise me if he got rid of them. It's not like, he's not gotten rid of other dogs before. They make me laugh. Right? And the concept, throws... this... Nothing... It feels like everything is disposable. I agree. Where are you from? Everything is disposable. Every relationship, every animal, everything within the home. If you don't listen to me, my rules, something is wrong with you. Something is wrong. I don't know if this is how it's always been for him. Did he get everything he ever wanted? I wonder how much more the neighbors know. The neighbors know that they want their neighborhood back. This shows you that people are capable of change. I don't want that to ever be lost. But most habits or behaviors, especially if they don't see that it's wrong or there's error in their ways, right? It just blows me away that Nina said she went to her house one day and Chris was walking down the steps out in the yard with her child's the 3-year-old's bed. That, it just gobsmacked me whenever I thought about that. Because what can a 3-year-old do to you? You are throwing a baby's bed away, you SOB? What does this baby have anything to do with it? And the thing is, Nina said as soon as he saw her, his face went, and he turned back around and took it in the house. What does that tell you? What he will do. That shows sneaky. He wanted to brag. He thought This is the way you do it. On smileys. Parents, listen up. I know it sounds crazy. I know it sounds crazy. Well, it's fucking crazy. That's why it sounds crazy because it is crazy. It is. I agree. But let me tell you something. Anybody to take something away from a 3-year-old, that beds are very important, right? We spend a lot of time in our bed. Into a 3-year-old, that's theirs. How do you explain to a 3-year-old that your bed's not here? They are a requirement, absolutely. But then on Smileys, he tells us how to make sure that room is clean. And he also says, Mom stopped me a few times. Mom stopped me a time or so. It was one or sometimes. He was cleaning out the military house he was with. KP and Nina was pregnant then. Yes. There is some situations with that as well, Mohawk. That was an interesting time in their lives. Allegedly. Well, Tashi, this was Nina's son. He does a whole bunch of underhanded stuff behind people's backs, and he thinks he gets away with it. 7 months, there have been too many. It's beyond. Sounds like rebound syndrome. It sounds like there was, in my opinion, I'm just going to tell you how I feel about it. Sounds like there was some infidelity, in my opinion. In my opinion, it sounds like they don't give you the housing if you are getting separated and divorced, and all of that. It is about control, yeah. Comedy relief. Here we go.
Christopher! Katie! Christopher! Katie! You're coming with me. What? It's a long trip. I'll need a snack. Katie! Christopher! Katie!
Are you looking at me? Party in the front, no searching in the back. Yep. I know they're still staring. I'm just going to pretend like I don't care and like I don't know that they're not watching me. Yeah. Okay. I can't help it. I'm going to take the other corner out of my eye right there. And yeah, all of that. Let's see here. Just texted you. Thank you, girl mom. What did girl mom text me? What's that? This is in Stafford backyard. Interesting. I don't know what it is. Worked at the school, I believe. He confided in her. One second. Okay. I can't see the Nick link. Probably.
Snacks because, he's 15 and snacks. Snacks because, he's 15.
First interview.
Snacks because, he's 15 and snacks.
Something that I believe we're privy to. Something that I believe we're privy to. Something that I believe we're privy to.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
even a fly, and he's like,
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
even a fly, and he's like,
It's bizarre. Thank you all so very much. I love you all from the bottom of my heart. Get some rest, everyone. I don't know how she can do that. Don't understand it. It's bizarre. The day before court, CP and KP showed up where Terry Lynn was, and he told them what hotel and what car. That's a little stalkerish. The more Krith gets by with or he thinks he should be appreciated, and all that creates hate, never satisfied, in my humble opinion. Others run. I agree. I love you all. Get some rest. We've got a lot to cover tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday. Buckle up. So who does he have following people is my question. I don't know. But you know what? Mohawk. One thing that the TBI and all of them did is they did put a camera system in the neighborhood out for everyone to see in the very first days after Sebastian went missing. You too, Beth. You too, SL. I have never unbuckled since this case. That's right. Me either. We're going to be talking about Kentucky tomorrow. We're going to be talking about Diddy. God. And of course, Sebastian. And then he can't say because he has to prop his RD. Thank you, my dear. Love you. Welcome to the Sweeties. Really appreciate you very, very much. Welcome to the tea party. Y'all please welcome our new teacup, RD. Thank you so much, my dear. Make sure you join us over on Clutch Them Pearls as well if you can. As a military wife, I have met many like CP on many different Air Force bases. Yes. Yes. We've all met them like Chris. It's not just military. Good night. 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 Everybody sleep tight. Get some rest. See you tomorrow. God bless. Good night.